Lucy. I feel like we've almost seen more Ella in our matches at least.
Yeah.
Those trap operators, of course, Legion's always present. Asami, there it is, more of an expected operator. It makes library so much more difficult to hold with that operator.
This from Gomez immediately on this side balcony. He did miss an opportunity, and Newers is actually the first to fall. While this mirror window has been taken out by the Ash, Newers lost his life in the process. A little bit of an over peak as he attempted to clear it. Now the smoke comes through. This is a very early rappel in from the Glaz of Hat. Newest player onto the roster. He makes his way on forward. The castle barricade assisting him for a brief moment before he decides to take it out. Oh, this will be a free kill, surely. He's waiting for someone to peek. He's feeling the pressure. A good swing from Joystick. However, Yogg does find Dan as he tries to come in from the other side. The spray down on display. And Yogg is on the ground. Shepard will be able to finish off that kill. Meanwhile, Joystick's found to Bar. He is vulnerable. Nade gets tossed on out. That's a very good bounce and timed well with the flash. Dan feeling a lot of pressure. He can prone back. But eventually he will expose his backside to Newers on that library balcony. No response. Always wants to get active. Meanwhile, Pasha has hit the dirt. And Hat's found his first kill of the match.
He has to stay alive for as long as possible. If he falls, it applies that much more pressure onto Joystick, and now Always who's dead. This is kind of falling apart.
Oh, it goes from bad to worse for VP. OXG will come out swinging in this round. Great start and perfect cover as well. They have got the whole round, the whole map.
Okay, so now VirtusPro is gonna hold on. Always can give so much information. As long as he doesn't like too far left or right and get shoved from the side, he's gonna know exactly where 2 or 3 attackers are attacking from.
Oh, here's the opening pick. They're getting eyes on Always as well. A lot of damage done to that clash. Always is gonna have to fall on back. Less than 50 seconds remain, and perhaps there is an in here for Oxygen.
I think maybe you can just wait this out. They want to try and get Ocean to a plant position with Toxic Babes, with C4s, etc. They're in no rush to get those kills.
But Hat's coming in from blue.
Injured.
And somehow, as you said, has been injured. Always is low. HP still. There's the injured player finished off. It's going to come down to Shepard here to have an impact. The Thatcher in the perfect position to counter that clash. And Shepard doesn't land his first spray. They know exactly where these last 2 defenders are. And Newers goes in for one. Looking for the last one. SMG out for Always. As Diaz is forcing that diffuser down on the ground. No need to push. Newers goes down. Maybe there is a way that he can win this.
No.
Always has found another. The best player at Invitational on play day 1 goes for the defuse. He fakes it. He looks for the fight, but the newbie gets him. Castle barricade. So if it's on the a doorway, really hard to get it close.
They're gonna rush this.
Yeah, this seems to be it. In goes the Blackbeard. Immediately responded upon. Pasha's good for one. But in the building, Hat finds his. A second one for Hat here on the Osa.
He can plant the store.
He might be able to set up this Osa shield to try and go for a plan. He's worried about the mezzanine position as VP start to retake. But this is a great waiting game played by OXG. They're just baiting VP into moving into these positions. Gomez, safe as houses, on the roof will find one. Yogg eventually goes down to Dan. Nice long angle. And the plan's still not confirmed. Hat has lost his life.
2-on-2. They know they got diffuser. Last call comes up. Look at the attackers. Very spread out. One in office, one library balcony. They can't help one another.
Nice. Might not matter if they can isolate these ones and win them. All up to Always now. But you never want to be taken on this guy. Not in his current form. He almost clutched up a 1v3. Now he's going to do a 1v2. Sen's light screen is going to cover off the position. Drone comes out, sees him, and he doesn't get it.
Oh, the ACOG is blocking it. Actually, can't see the drone.
But he might be able to take this fight. Newers, it's up to him if he wants to reactivate that screen. Oh, there's information. Was this a default camera? It must be. How's that injury gone by? What? It's the frost mat. He's going to have to pick himself up again. That could be a fateful blunder for OXG. As Newers loses his life. Find another one!
It's a utility game. It's an FPS situation. You gotta hit some nasty headshots, and it's everything against you as the attacking team.
Dan's holding position with the Warden, but he can't see through the light screens from the Sens. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He'll pre-fire through it anyway. He's dialing back the clock on the patch. He's being a Supreme Warden player now. Everybody seemingly falling for OXG. Dan eventually goes down, but not without dealing the damage necessary. It's all up to Yogg now in a 1v3. Got a lot of time to work with, about 45 seconds. He's going to need to isolate these fights. At least he has that diffuser and one projector left in pocket.
Half health though, all alone. No real information, I believe, either. They have a Jordan piano and trophy, so he's all on his lonesome. And I mean, you got captain chips to worry about as well. No easy avenues in. I hate to say it, but I just don't see a way where this happens.
Oh, VP played this perfectly. Here comes the last projector to try and cover off his position. Yogg biding his time, baiting things out, and he'll jump straight into Shepard. Easy lockout for VP.
And time is getting kind of low. Dan was injured once again from bathroom window, I suppose. It was see out here from Yogg.
He might be savable.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe, but if they know about the Solarium Rappel, they can't risk it. But now they're just falling apart upstairs.
Oh, no.
That's good.
That's unfortunate for Yogg. There was a frost mat waiting for him and a player on the line of sight below. Hat, though, from the double window, replied with a C4 through the floor from Shepard. Dan still on the ground. They'll finish him off eventually. And now it's a 2v2.
Anybody's round still, of course. No C4s in pocket, so it's down to a clean 2v2 with gunfights. Almost everybody full HP in the server as well. The thing is, the attackers no intel to work with on the drones. The defenders, same story. They have one Westman cam alive right in front of Diaz. That's it. So they gotta go in, just try and trade each other out in these 2v2s.
Ooh. Couple of spray bullets. There's Shepard, traded by Diaz. But guess who's on the other side? Again, it's always... VP have relied on this man time and time again! He clutches it with a Capcan trap! It's just too easy for this man.
Gotta clear library, gotta take top floor control. You can't just push the bombs out here because there's too many things against you right now.
Well, this is not a very convincing way of clearing this dark corner.
That
Nade goes through. Oh, maybe. Never mind. I think he managed to bank that off just perfectly. Maybe. With the Flores drone as well, it did the job. And now they've got control of library. They've got the numbers. At least seemingly. Dan did fall, however. This is still quite winnable. 25 seconds as Pasha is making his way down the library stairs. There's still information for the defense on where these attackers are coming from. And I don't think we've got a solid plan spot available. Guys, there's 10 seconds to go. You need to start getting a move on. Diffuser in pocket for Shepard as he looks to try and drop. A flashbang may enable it as Diaz, full white, a C4 pulled, but misses. And now into red time, onto the zero. Shepard forcing that plant down. The cover's there, but Diaz can swing and find the angle, thread the needle.
They know what this is all about. They cannot afford to get flanked. They need to be actively watching because Gomez is looking for it.
Oh, Dan's also found a nade kill
Another
onto
nade.
Newers. Yeah, these nades are having quite an impact. Meanwhile, this retake downstairs as the pressure is mounted, and somehow Pasha wins that fight onto both of these players flanking him down below, leaving poor Diaz in a 1 versus 4. He spots one player and just takes a hell of a lot of damage out of the result. He can't even find anything. Shepard outside on the bathroom window finds a beautiful shot.
This player out. This Nate might kill him. Oh, he's fine.
No, okay.
So Clash could try to escort Hat out of that corner if they feel like it.
This is actually kind of awkward now for VP, especially as Dan has been flanked from above. I think Newers teamed up with him. Hat's found one. Good trade. But this is super awkward. Yogg is putting hell of a lot of pressure here on the Blackbeard. Always isn't covered. But with Pasha taking down Newers, maybe the script is flipped. OXG have to pull back. Here comes another breach on the wall with that Selma. Goyo spotted for a brief moment. I'm not sure if Pasha saw him.
Where is the ball?
He's struggling to find it.
Could be in dining. That's the awkward part as well. Air tap goes soft. Don't see exactly what's happening, but VP got to stack inside the bomb side.
Diaz has found his as well. Joystick is out. Always is further back, and he has no utility left.
Oh boy.
Gomez standing behind Pasha. He does get traded, but Diaz is there with the slug shotty to close the round. On those EMPs, the Blackbeard needs to march on forward and get info on where this claw is so they can guarantee that this one nade that they've got will land.
Oh no. This is close.
The guns have come to life for VP out of nowhere. Everyone from OXG seemingly falling. Hack goes for a retake upstairs and he finds nothing. Diaz shut down. It's perfect for VP. And with that, map point is on the card. inside of library. In goes nades and gridlock track stingers. That's a creative way to clear that position. Gomez goes down. Newers can at least find something for Virtus.pro. He's desperately trying to hold on to this game. Oxygen struggling, a player down as the Vultures are circling.
Pick up the vibe here, so intel, there'll be plenty of. If and just walks on in, says, hey, guy in this corner, guy in that corner, and Gunsplay.
Oh,
It's
no.
a great shot from Shepard. I didn't think he was going to win that.
Oxygen have seriously angered the bear. Diaz taking damage again and again. He's the last one left. He doesn't last. Pasha closes the final 2 kills.
What am I talking?
Well,
I'm yapping.
The Hibana would be definitely very prevalent if the Kaid ban comes through. So that's the big one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Mira. Okay, fair. Yeah, so Kaid is still in, which means that you're going to have to run things left on the clock by the time that fire subsides.
I think there's a world where you just push that barrier, or that fire, and says,
There's
screw
another
it,
Goyo
because
here.
exactly, you're going to be stuck in these positions. Gomez is dead, that's the flank done.
But still, breaking the site's going to be so challenging as the fire continues to rain out. Diaz is also taking out Shepard. No more presence in dirt. And now the crossfire awkward for Joystick. He tries to get on forward. Hat's found his. Good trade back again. Joystick somehow surviving. But still this player inside a church. The stack up. Young finds them all. He holds. Vertical push, though, I believe. A player downstairs in stock that starts to really force these OXG players out. They still haven't moved as of yet. Drones come through in droves. The swing from Always, but Hat takes him down. Dan will trade. That does bring VP back into it, but still OXG, they've kind of won.
There's no other avenues available to them.
Yeah, this is not a good look for the Russians.
It's a Pog mat.
How do they find their way into it? The Pog mat to hold firm. A C4 doesn't find any. And still, they're just waiting. No!
No.
If he'd used the rotate, he might have survived, but going in the building! How do they make it work?
Time.
Dan forcing the plant down! VP out of nowhere! They have no right to win that round! Like they need to peek, like they need to prioritize killing Dan on that breach. The stuns go over, 30 seconds still to play. Diaz feels like he needs to make a move. Gomez finds Dan, and eventually that CCTV breach player goes down. Gomez looks for a cross, but he doesn't cover off the window, and he gets taken down. Still winnable though for OXG, as they have found another frag, and VP are yet to find a plant opportunity. None of these players have the diffuser, and they all come to life on the OXG side. It's up to Always now. He's been hot so far, but can he clutch up big for them again? Always doesn't have the ammunition! But he gets it done with the pistol! How is there no reaction to that?
Play with Romer's next to them.
Yeah, this is really scary, though, to imagine that there's someone right in the other room, and Newers goes for an impact grenade and a kill. Joystick to find one and double down. Now Hat has to decide, does he go for a kill here? Does he try and find Joystick? Because he shouldn't be a third victim to the Russian cyborg. Virtus.pro in a good position. They still haven't finished off this roam clear.
Oh boy.
He finds one here.
Surely you don't swing this. Scan. That's the castle upstairs. Oh, he went back down now. He can catch him, though. Look at this.
Oh, no way,
1
dude.
HP?
I can't believe that. How is Joystick allowed to get another one? Met by Gomez. OXG don't need to overpeak, but they need to win their ones here. No second chances.
4K.
4 on the round, looking for the ace. Diaz hiding behind this bar, and Joystick finds him. An ace for the Russian cyborg.
Unlucky. Interesting, Sophia charge on the floor by the door.
Unusual position. He was trying to cover off this spot from Dan.
Joystick killed.
Need to go over. I think Yog might have been through the floor, or maybe went for a flank, but regardless, another kill for Joystick. That's 6 kills now without dying. Newers holding this position, getting tracked by the Grimm's Bees. Hat has gone down. Nice shot for Dan. Good entry. 2-player advantage. But look at the flank from Gomez. He's found his 2 needed to bring back the numbers. And even Stevens for OXG. And he's going to get away with his life as well, seemingly. Someone is watching his position. They've got the info. And guess who? It's Joystick moving in for it. Going for the trade, but Gomez gets him. Eventually put back down by Shepard. The damage may be done now. Are going to have to go for kills. Dan making his way forward. 19 bullets in the magazine. Diaz already low, but he finds him. Newers gets the double. OXG, keep breathing. At worst, it takes down the keeper barrier. Out goes the nade. Another nade.
Left, right.
Oh, he's trapped.
Domite caught it.
Somehow he managed to get caught, managed to survive a bit longer, but now he's seriously under the pump.
Oh my god.
And OXG have brought the guns to life elsewhere.
Before it popped off, but I get back onto Gomez, and it saves the round for OXG. Now it is times of desperation for VP for sure. That's an odd swing for Neuers, not necessary, not needed. Very risky, does not pay off. We see the yellow ping, the info is there, Joystick's farming like it's T-Hunt all over again. 11-3 to his name, and OXG giving VP a way back into this round.
Gomez is still on rafters though. 2 players still on rafters.
Where are you going?
VP knew that. He might have an opportunity to rotate out. Always has managed to get up to the top of the stairs, but the rafters player can support. Good trade though. Dan is the last one left. Diaz goes down.
He walked in Garrett's door. He got
Work for you in the NAL against Wildcard. It's not going to work against against VP on the main stage.
You're so right about that. As we say that though, the entry takes down Shepard. That's Gomez on CCTV. So I like this. They go CC, they go Jacuzzi, now they go back to CCTV. And Virtus.pro has been caught by surprise. But this is Joystick. No one can shut him down just yet. That has to change for OXG in this round.
Joystick knows exactly where they're coming from.
Oh, he didn't see him.
Gomez moves on through, but Neuers to peek the con window. Joystick goes down, and that is the most deadly player on VP taken out already. Always as well, the big clutch king for this roster of VP. He's got a shield in front of his face. He's not able to take fights. Pash is hoping that someone's going to peek him. He's going to get that gift,
Ooh,
but eventually finds the shots. And like you said, that's the diffuser. Neuers though on for a trade. Shotty out now for always. He can find the first one. It's all up to him now in a 1v2. He's got 5 seconds. Diaz hunts him down. He didn't have the time to this Candela perfectly and get in and around this action. 25 seconds to go. He spots one player, doesn't get the kill. The Candela punishes him, and he doesn't manage to drop in time. Pasha finds the opening kill, and Yog goes down as well before that diffuser can be planted. Meanwhile, Neuers is still up above this hatch. The rest of his team dropping like flies. 1 kill is not going to be enough. And the Grim Bees go out as well, revealing the positions of the players outside on that top of that staircase. Nice shot there from Gomez. Dan down, another player still inside of the rafters.
They're planting.
As the diffuser is starting to get planted, there is no response. Yo goes down before the plant denied. Always rotated downstairs. He said, my services are no longer needed up above. I can deny the plant from below. And now reattempted by OXG. Hat going for it on low HP. Joystick makes mincemeat out of him. And it's Diaz and Neuers to try and clutch up as the rest of VP are just holding their positions. Not anything for it, as Diaz will not be able to stick that plant. Always MVP of the round with it. What's going on here? We've got an aggressive player inside of CCTV, and looking for something is Joystick coming to support. He almost finds one, eventually gets Gomez, traded by Diaz. Not a worthwhile trade. However, elsewhere, Pasha's found one. What's going on there? Always spotted in the back. There's players inside the sites. Oxygen have ripped the rug out from underneath VP and stolen that attack.
Because they too are playing for bombs that execute, not for roam clear.
Oh, but they're playing the hard hold main stairs.
DMP
What are you doing?
DMP missed.
Yog! That EMP did not land.
Take the fight. Can you afford to lose any of these operators? I'm not sure.
Not at all. He's keen to go for something more here with SMG-12.
Oh
Free kill onto Gomez. Information from that bulletproof camera right next to him. Meanwhile, Neuers has gone down to Joystick. And there's nothing left in it. Eventually, a consolation frag and destroying the bulletproof camera for Hat. But in a 2 versus 4, OXG have just about no chance of winning this basement attack.
It was a great setup from Dan. It was a great counterplay attempt from OXG. But again, one small thing goes the wrong way. Massive consequence, but don't count them out just yet. Hat finds one. He is behind him.
That's a good flash and another good shot. From a 4v2 down to even numbers, as OXG look to hold on to the last thread in this game. And Diaz has found his shot. All up to Shepard now. The support, the leadership figure of the team. Can he withstand in a 1v2 clutch? The plant going down, and Diaz has found him. He's in an awkward spot, though. Trying to find his shot onto the Monty. Yog still hasn't taken any damage. He's waiting for the second one. Yog just trying to distract. eventually always goes down, but not without a trade from Dan. Eventually shot back again. OXG are inching closer, but Joystick's not done. He hits 19 kills in the map so far, and in this 3v3, Oxygen still do not have a guaranteed plant.
35 seconds, 3 toxic babes, but again, no C4. Yakusin can try and go for a plant, but again, there's the first bait. He has 1 point of HP, can't follow through that gas. He's stuck on catwalk rafters.
Second smoke to go on through. Yogg has gone deep, and he's got that diffuser. He needs to find a kill here. He can't overcommit. He needs his team to support him. But as you said, Diaz is so low. There's information as well on site thanks to that bulletproof camera. And here the breach plan looking backwards. Hat has to cover. Diaz! He's the last player left! It's a Diaz versus Shepard final, but the gas clutches it! VP have overcome.